Hello, this is Javier, author of Crushing Cancer, available on Amazon. And a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that I was having my scans come up, so I just did my scans. Every 3 months, I do extensive scans: brain, thoracic spine, lungs, abdomen, pelvis. Why? Because I had extensive metastasis, right? Over 12 tumors. Well, these last scans showed all the tumors shrinking. Yeah, which is a nice welcome change from the last scan, which showed some minor progression. So why do I think that is? Well, I had to be honest with myself. In one of the previous videos I talked about, yes, I got cocky. I started cheating. I started eating sugars, carbs, and the results showed it. Well, guess what? I again changed, started eating my keto cruciferous salads, kale, spinach-based salads, fasting, doing my supplements, and being diligent, being really diligent. And it's something that, I wanted to talk about today. It's easy, to slip, and it's hard to stay on track. But the protocol that I came up with, it took me 2 years. Very fortunate to be able to have that time to dial it in. And things did not start changing until I started fasting, not only intermittent fasting daily, at least 16 hours a day. It's routinely 20 hours a day that I fast. And they're water fasts, right? I do water. I don't eat really any processed foods, carbs. But so that's when I started seeing these changes and these good results, when I started fasting. And then I also fast 2 days a week, at which point I administer the intravenous high dose vitamin C. So my point being, you got to stay the course. You have to be diligent on what you eat. It's critical. I didn't land on this overnight. I had my battles. I love food, right? Who doesn't like sugar? It just has addictive properties. And you got to stay the course, and you got to put in the work. I learned it the hard way, and I'm fortunate to still be here, over 4.5 years later in the fight, and had, good results. It's shrinking, millimeters and so forth, but yeah, that's awesome, right? It's shrinking. And more importantly, nothing new popped up. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. Don't give up, but you got to be diligent. You got to leave those carbs alone. What are you going to eat? Salads, tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, spinach, kale, lettuces, tomatoes, even though it's a veggie, but it's low sugar. So in my book, there's a whole list of things that you could eat, and you got to just do it. Sure, it doesn't taste like chocolate, doesn't taste like pizza, my favorite, living right by Chicago, the deep dish. But I got to put in the work. There's no way around it. By all means, I am not dismissive whatsoever of the modern targeted therapies. I am doing the immunotherapy, Opdivo, in conjunction with cabozantinib, which is angiogenesis inhibiting pill. So it's not an either or. I believe these things work synergistically. Because what's changed, again, I started being diligent, how I eat and what I eat, and I had good results. So that's my plan going forward, to do that and keep putting in the work. And, I expect one day my scans will show I'll be tumor free. So keep that in mind every time you eat. Ask yourself, is this helping me or is it hurting me? Is it in line with what I want to do for my health and my body? And with that in mind, just be diligent. I wish you all the best, and take care of yourselves and eat healthy. Take care.